The Chicago Bulls, 5-0 for the first time since 96, 97. It's a beautiful time in the city of broad shoulders. The question I have for you, New York Knicks, obviously the biggest win of the season. Are they legit? Have we seen enough to say that this team is legit and here to stay with a young core led by Josh Giddey, who they appear to have fleeced the Thunder in some regards, at least long term. Shorter term, Thunder, they got their role player to win a championship, but Giddey appears to be a good trade, and the Bulls appear to be pretty good. Just how good?
Well, not that I want to take the first moment to congratulate myself, but I think I was one of very few people who went on record in places saying that, like, yeah, this is a great trade for the Thunder, but like it's a pretty even trade. And I think it's good. This is what trades are supposed to do. One side is trading long term for short term, and they had tremendous success. And that player was a key component of a championship. And the other team is trading a player whose value to them as a non-winning team was not as big. And they get a player who looks like he could be a future cornerstone. Now, all of that said, and as much as Giddey is pretty clearly the engine of this team at this moment, what excites me about the Chicago Bulls is Matas Buzelis. And the question of whether they're here to stay ultimately, I think, is going to come down to just how big this leap is going to be for him this season. How consistent can he be as a scorer? What is he adding to his game as a ball handler? Because, you know, but man, they got Kobe White coming back. If legit means contending for a top 4 spot in the East, then yeah, I think they are legit. If legit means contending for a title, then no, I don't think they are legit. But baby steps. This team has not contended for a top 4 spot in the East in quite some time. And as a longtime Bulls fan, I would relish the opportunity to watch them in a real playoff series.
And it's clicking, man. I've heard some people say that this team reminds them of the 06-07 Baby Bulls with some of those players rising. Patrick Williams looks better. Io looks
I love
significantly
Io.
better.
Well,
Vucevic somehow looks better than he did a season ago. It's all clicking, man.
yeah, even as you say that, you hear some of the problems with why, like, being a championship contender is not a realistic discussion at this moment. But you're right. Everything's clicking. And one thing I would like to say is that I've also always believed in Billy Donovan. Like, yes, this team has been mired in mediocrity for a while, but I have never looked at the roster and thought, boy, if they just had a good coach, they'd be winning more basketball games. If anything, it's been the opposite. Like, man, this team makes no sense, and it's a weird collection of spare toys. Mixed metaphor there, but Billy Donovan somehow pulled a 500 team out of this, or at least a 10th seed out of this, and I'm excited for him that he seems to have found some combinations that could make them a little more competitive than that. And again, baby steps. So if you are in the running for a top 4 seed and finish 5th or 6th and play a real playoff series and give someone a run for their money, like, that's a successful season for a Chicago Bulls franchise that's been in the mud for a while.